So I've had a couple requests to clear up the confusion around the Floyd Rose 1500 series. Is it different than the 1000 series, or is it an upgrade? We're gonna dig into that right here in this video, but stick around to the end and I'm gonna tell you if the 1500 is actually better than the Floyd Rose 1000 series. This is The Axe, let's go. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name's Nick. I save you money and time in the electric guitar world. So, the Floyd Rose 1500 series. What the hell is it? Can you buy it aftermarket? Is it truly an upgrade from the 1000 series? I mean, it's a bigger number. So it kind of is and it kind of isn't. Before we get into this, as a reference point, let's go over the Floyd Rose 1000 series real quick. The 1000 series is a double locking trem system based on the original design of the original Floyd Rose. This trem is made in Korea and it's claimed to use the same materials and metals as the German-made Floyds. With that said, there's many reports that the 1000 series just don't last as long and they wear out sooner than the original Floyd Rose. Now the classic 1000 series, meaning no low pro, and it's got that same exact design as the original Floyd, is only available through actual guitar manufacturers and you can't really buy it usually aftermarket. Now, Floyd Rose does make a low profile Pro 1000 series that you can buy on their website. So now, the Floyd Rose 1500 series, let's get into this. So up front, information on this model is like nowhere to be found. This is probably seriously like the most elusive trem on the market. Like looking for information for this was like the most shifty experience. So I took what I can find, put it together, and this is what we got. So the 15,000 series is made in Korea like the 1000, and it's made with the same metals and materials. The difference between the 1000 and the 1500 is that the 1500 has a different finish on it, and it has stainless steel hardware. One other big difference, and this is probably the biggest one, the 15,000 series has a push-in trem arm rather than the 1000 series which has the classic like union nut that you screw on. This can be a good sell for people that like, Goto trems, Edge, Ibanez Edge trems. Some people really like the push-in arms a lot better than the union nut because the union nut over time can get really loose and become really annoying. That's just personal preference. I like them both. Now the biggest takeaway about the Floyd Rose 1500 series is that this is an exclusive collaboration between Schecter Guitars and Floyd Rose. Schecter is the only brand that has the 1500 on their guitar stock, and I haven't been able to find the 1500 aftermarket anywhere new. You can find a couple of these used on Reverb, but they've almost always come out of Schecter guitars. If you look at some Schecter guitars, you'll see that the stainless steel hardware on these trems have almost become kind of like a trademark look to Schecter, especially like the Sun Valley Super Shredder. It gives it its own kind of uniqueness. If you're interested in the Sun Valley Super Shredder, I did a video on its specs right here. I'll put the link in the description, you can check it out. Now there's one thing about the Floyd Rose 1500 that players always get confused about. The Floyd Rose 1500 system is not the same as the Floyd Rose original hot rodded trem. They do look virtually indistinguishable, I'll give you that. The hot rod Floyd Rose is a German-made original trem that you can get aftermarket for about $268. Like I said, they do look pretty close, but the 1500 is made in Korea and the hot rod Floyd Rose original is made in Germany. So the big question, is the Floyd Rose 1500 better or an upgrade from the Floyd Rose 1000 series? I mean, you could make the argument because the 1500 comes stock with stainless steel screws that are included on the trem. And also kind of like depending on what you like, the Floyd Rose 1500 does have that push-in trem arm. Now that's just really player preference like we talked about before. Some people love the screw-on union nut, so that's up to you. Now, if you're looking to get a used Floyd Rose 1500 series, almost always secondhand, they're a little bit more expensive than the 1000 series on like Reverb and other used sites. I've seen the 1500 sell for about $150, and then the 1000 series sell for around $100 or maybe even below. Hey now, if you have one of these, let us know in the comments. We need information on this trem. Give us as much information below as you can because the information on this trem is like nowhere to be found. So if you have anything important, please put it down there. So that does it for this video. I just want to personally thank all of you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. If you haven't considered subscribing, hit that subscribe button below, smash the like button. You can go ahead and follow me on social media at Nick Axe Guitar. My Amazon affiliate links are in the bottom, and that's just about it, guys. I will see you next time.